Hello guys. So editorial of August 31. Yesterday we did not do. Actually, there were no good articles which happened on August 31. And today, September 1, a photograph has come about the super blue moon, which is like a once in a lifetime kind of phenomenon. So that what is the concept of super moon and blue moon? Just in one, two slides and some pictures, I'll try to explain. Because editorial wise, okay, yesterday editorial wise nothing was there. I will show you the this thing also, the headlines, so that you will understand why I am telling that. Okay, so here if you see the editorial pages, the first article is this Manipur assembly. You know, Manipur issues are going on. So the assembly there is not happening. Okay, people are coming, then they are shouting at each other, they are throwing things at each other. Session is getting cancelled. So you know this adjournment concept in our assembly or parliament. Adjournment, like one day when it's over, we tell okay the session is adjourned. Okay, assembly is adjourned. Even in the court we tell court is adjourned. So that is one day. But when you don't know when the next session will happen, that time you tell adjournment sine die. Okay, adjournment sine die. It's both written in your Lakshmikant textbook, just a Latin phrase which we are still following. So adjournment sine die is happening there, meaning the next session they don't even know when they can have the next session. Okay, so and another thing, you know, in our constitution, article 174(1) says that at least every 6 months the assembly or the parliament should meet. Okay, so for that reason, when the 6th month is ending, that time these people will come, then again shout at each other, and then adjournment sine die. Then after again 6 months they will again come. So that is what is happening. Manipur assembly is not functioning. So that thing they have written in that particular article. Nothing else is there to discuss. Below that, if you see, it's the Kaveri dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and even some areas of Kerala. You can tell it's like a historical British related time issue. Okay, or even before that, during very olden times, the Kaveri river, which starts from Karnataka, and but majority of the water is going to Tamil Nadu, and people need it. Okay, it's a lifeline there, so they keep fighting. So in this also, a lot of just the metric units of water, that related data is there. There's no good information there, so we may make a separate video when a good article comes, or a separate video on all the river disputes in our country we'll make. So this article is not worth discussing. The other three big articles, if you see, the first one is artificial intelligence. Again, they are discussed in a very non-UPSC way. Okay, they are discussing something like Japan, what law they have, Hong Kong, what they law, like British, Europe, that country level laws they are taking and comparing East versus West and doing something. It is of no use. Whatever you need to learn about artificial intelligence, whether humans will be replaced by AI, that are not in detail I have discussed in this particular editorial on August 24. So what's that? Okay. Then here Indus Water Treaty article again. Article is very poor article today, but I have explained the full theory, static, everything of that in this July 20's editorial. Okay, so like I'm showing you so that you can now itself go and watch it. Okay, if you have missed it, because it's complete static. Your mains question or prelims question comes, you can solve it from this single episode alone. You don't need any other learning. Okay, then this IPC, CRPC, you know, it is getting like, it is still in Rajya Sabha, it is not even passed. So these people sit and debate. Whoever is there, Hindu will take and publish it. So they are debating again. Okay, so the complete laws, what is the crux of that law's initial bill, that we have explained in August 14. So August 24, August 14 and July 20, if you see, those three articles gets covered. If you have not seen, go and watch. If you have seen, I am sure you would have made notes or you would have revised. So you would be already done with that. This is the Tamil Nadu local news. And then down we have this UN report. Okay, one UN good report is there. So that reason I will show you that. That is one thing we will discuss, and the Blue Moon thing which came in today's September 1's newspaper. Okay. So Super Blue Moon we'll discuss. Before that, test series, if you are missed, okay, you can come and contact me in WhatsApp. Individual current affair packs are there, combo current affair packs are there. 2024 batch 2 now no longer enrollment will be there, it is closed. Okay, now you have to wait for a batch 3 if it comes, else you can join somewhere else. Okay, because we have kept like at least 2-3 months we kept it open. Still, if you did not enroll, maybe you did not want Vaishya's model of learning. Okay, so WhatsApp number is given. Still contact and tell me in case you missed it. And now that UN report, okay, the report, the name is State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World. Okay, SOFI or SOFI report 2023. So UPSC has a high chance of picking up such reports and asking. I think the last time UPSC asked was in 2019 or 20 when they asked a report and like who publishes it. After that, they changed the trend and pattern, and then reports are not being asked now. Okay, they're asking some detailing inside a report, like what is the hunger rate or that kind of thing. But the report who publishes that kind of questions have reduced now. But that doesn't mean it will not come. 2024 prelims, maybe it will come. So this is published by the Food and Agriculture Organization, a specialized agency under United Nations. Okay, there are many bodies, but around 15 bodies are specialized agencies. Okay, that's a different class I will teach you. So United Nations have many things, like maybe World Bank is there, or telecom related one body is there. So everything, 115 specialized agencies there. So one of this is Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, and that along with other United Nations agencies has published this report. Okay, and in that report they are telling, while the cost of a healthy diet has increased in recent years in India, it is still low among the BRICS nation, okay, including the newly added 6 members. I told you the trick and all, how to remember the 11 countries of BRICS. So compared to India's neighbors, compared to BRICS countries and all, India's healthy diet is cheaper only, okay. But again, the share of the people who are able to afford that, okay, is still low. India is featuring at the bottom of the list when it comes to affordability. The point they are making is, Mumbai they have taken as the example, because Mumbai's data is consistent, data is available. So cost of meals in Mumbai rose by 65% in 5 years, while salaries and wages rose by 28% only. So you are telling, compared to BRICS, compared to other countries, neighbors, everyone, our healthy diet or a meal is cheap only. But within India, if you take, there are people are very less who can afford this, because your wages are not increasing as per the prices of the food increasing. Okay, so that example of Mumbai they took, compared with different cities of the country, put lot of charts, and that is what is explained in today's Hindu. Okay, so this much data only, who publishes it and what is it including, and our statistics compared to BRICS and neighbors, and within India how it is. So that, okay, then how they are doing it, they are taking the healthy diet based on the cheapest local food item. They are not taking this big salads and avocado, and not like the big healthy things which you see in Western culture and all. It's the normal thing in Indian diet itself, the local things which can give you a healthy diet, maybe pulses or such nutrition things, and then you are checking it. Okay, so that again they are comparing, like they're taking the average of the national data and then comparing with the average of the national data of other countries. So that is the chart and that is the report. Okay, so now we'll discuss this super blue moon. Okay, so super blue moon is the thing which did not come in editorial actually, but it will come in whenever it happens in future, but it's not something which happens very often. That also I'll teach you. So this picture came in September 1 editorial, today's editorial. Okay, so this I am using it as in the August 31 episode. Okay, so here it's in Greece, a temple, I think Apollo temple which they call. Here that picture was captured and it was going viral over the internet. So this super and blue, it's two different things. Super moon is different, blue moon is different, and this occasion is super blue moon when both comes together. Okay, so basic meaning is, super moon means the moon is slightly nearer to the earth, so it looks bigger. When it looks bigger, okay, it is called super moon. Blue moon means it is the second time when full moon happens, okay, in a month. Meaning we tell once in a blue moon, it doesn't mean it is blue in color. Okay, there is no concept like blue in color. They simply named it blue moon. Once in a blue moon means once in a some time, okay, some time gap. So usually I think every 29 days or something full moon will come. One full moon will come, then after the 29 days the second full moon will come. So because our months have 31 days, sometimes suppose it came on the first of the month, a full moon came, then after 29 days there is a chance that again one more the same month it can happen. So in the same month two full moon comes, that time it is called a blue moon. Okay, and that time exactly, if it is nearer to the earth, it becomes a super blue moon. Okay, that is the concept. So that again, basics about moon. Okay, if you see full moon, and this thing is like in Indian context, it is this Purnima and Amavas kind of concept. Okay, so this is the full moon, the Purnima, and the other one will be the Amavas, the new moon. Okay, new moon which you see. So that also I'll show you in context of earth and sun and all. I'll show you the pictures. So this one, if you see like this full moon, new moon, and another full moon. This is in August month we are showing. Okay, as I told, on the 1st there was a full moon, and on the 30th again there is a full moon. So it became the second full moon of August itself. So it became a blue moon, and because it was nearer, it became a super blue moon. This is the basic thing about what happened now. Now the news also I'll show you, like when it will happen next, or that also I'll show you. But before that, if you see, when is this new moon and full moon in context of earth and sun? So if you take, this is the sun and this is the earth. Okay, so when the moon is here in between the earth and sun, it is the new moon. Okay, between the earth and the sun, it is a new moon. So how to remember it, like a childish trick if you want, I'll tell you. Suppose this earth and sun are like kind of parents, father and mother. Okay, simply just a very silly trick. Okay, so father and mother, so they have a child, so in between them they have a child, okay, in the center. So it's a new baby, a new moon. Okay, like that you can see, there is no logic to it, I'm simply telling. So new moon, and then it will keep going like this, the waxing crescent moon, then after that the first quarter moon, then waxing gibbous moon. These are different terms only, okay, when it reaches at different angles from the earth, because moon, you know, it will go around the earth. So like this, when it reaches here, meaning directly opposite to the sun, okay, that means this, now this child has grown up, it is going away from the father and mother. So it's like a full moon now. This is a very silly trick which we tell to our students long back in geography class, we used to tell. So that makes them easier to remember. Okay, new moon time, it's a new baby kind of thing, it is in between earth and moon. It goes around and then it's now going away from both the parents, and it's a full moon. Okay, so new moon, full moon, now the position is by heart for you. You will not forget it. Okay, whenever you have to draw it, because it's ideal that in geography you should draw pictures like this whenever questions comes. Then again waning gibbous moon, and then the last quarter moon, then the waning crescent moon, then again a new moon. So this cycle, because moon will obviously go like this, and on top of that earth is going fully around the sun also. That's a different process. So that time another concepts are also there, eclipse concept. Okay, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, total lunar eclipse. So that part I'm not going, because that's a full geography concept with lot of pictures I have to show you. It will simply get lengthy. It look like a science class, which we will do later in science episodes. Okay, so this is the basic of new moon and full moon. And now if you see the other one, okay, earth and moon, as I told, moon is going around. When it is nearest to the earth, there is a point which is called perigee point. When it is farthest, it is called apogee point. So perigee point, it is there, that is when it looks little bigger. When our earth, when we view it, it looks little bigger. So at this, yesterday it was a super blue moon, means the moon was here, so it looked bigger. Okay, so super moon, and then blue moon because of the other thing which I told you. So now in the newspaper, what it came, August 30, 2023, the night was illuminated by a rare phenomenon, a super blue moon. And despite its name, the full moon was neither blue in color nor super in shape, meaning it was not that much big also yesterday, and it is not blue in color also, because there is nothing to do with blue there. Okay, then the last blue super moon was in 2009 when this occasion happened, and then next it will happen in 2037 as per the predictions of the NASA scientist. Okay, so as I told, super blue moon combines a super moon and a blue moon. And basic theory, if you want, super moon, the word was coined, if you see, by Richard in 1979, and then I told you alignment called perigee, when the moon will align closely with the earth, so it will look larger and brighter. And then contrast with apogee, meaning opposite to an apogee comes. Apogee means the moon is the farthest. That time I think you call it micro moon or something. That also I'll show you. There are 6-7 types of moon which these scientist people call. Because you are a UPSC aspirant, you have to study all this. And also the moon, you know, moon and sun both influence our tides in our ocean, the tides and all. You know that high tide, low tide and all. That is the moon's gravitational, that pull is there. Because of that, high tide can happen, low tide can happen. So when the moon is closer, obviously the impact on the tides will be more. But that doesn't mean it will cause any disaster effects and all. It will cause or affect the tides in a positive way. Tides will be higher. That is one extra GK information you have to know. Blue moon, I told you, second blue moon of the second full moon in a month, and traditionally the name is given blue moon. That's all, nothing to do with this thing. And color also, sometimes the red color in that violet, indigo, blue, green, you know that colors. Okay, that in the rainbow colors, or the when white light is scattering. So sometimes red color will scatter too much that blue, it may appear a little bit other color, little bit other lighter colors. So that way they simply named it blue moon. Okay, the smoke and dust can scatter red wavelength. So in certain places it can appear a little more bluer compared to other. That's all. Else it will never be a complete blue color moon. Okay, so now some more terms. Super moon, I told you that perigee point, full moon happens. And then blood moon, they tell the same thing, where the red is not getting scattered, so it will look more reddish. Okay, so that is the blood moon. Then here if you see the blue moon, I already told you, second full moon. Here is a micro moon, which I told, which is in the apogee point, which is farthest away from the earth. That time it will be micro moon, it will look smaller to us. Then there is this flower moon, which they tell, that is in the spring month or the May month and all, when I think a full moon happens, they call it, or somebody calls it, it's some technical terms only. It is flower moon. And the same time, if it is super moon also, blood moon also, total name super flower blood moon. Like that, all the things happen one day, which is rare. That time it is called like that. Then this cold moon, they are telling in the December month, I think, when full moon happens, that kind of thing. Here it is harvest moon when it is in the autumn month. So based on month when the full moon comes, they are naming a different concept only. Okay, and this is ring of fire eclipse. Again, eclipse, I told you, the moon is in between the earth and the sun. So that time something will be covered. The light which comes from the sun to earth will little bit get covered. Okay, and around that alone, little bit partial covering only will happen. Around that, the sun's glow will be there. That's the basic thing. But again, eclipses concept, I don't want to go and confuse you now. So that we will discuss in a different thing. So like this editorial, there was nothing. That's why yesterday I didn't do a video. This one, hoped it helped you something. Okay, and I will do September one, which has interesting articles, and you can watch this and that both and enhance your information. Okay, so current affair packs and all, please contact me, because offer price are ending. Okay. Okay, and these gifts and all, I know many people asked me in WhatsApp. We'll announce on October 2. Please wait for that. Okay. So tell me in comment section about your feedbacks and all. And I know today's episode had not much information, but still that pictures may be a good new learning for you people who did not know about blue moon or full moon and super moon and all. Okay. So I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.